last week, and I told Nola somebody was going to question me to see if I was in the military, and she said no one's ever going to do that. And somebody actually did that at the 7th Avenue couch appointment that we had last week. So it's the ability to be able to say, this is what I did and this is how I did it. And so that's what I use to measure when I'm talking to people and they tell me how they're hot shit. Okay, cool. I got a couple questions for you, hot shit. And again, if there's something that I don't know, I can say that was not my experience, here was. And even when I don't know something, I will go and research it and give it to you and say, here is the information that you're looking for. Okay. Next is, how do you go for the goal? First of all, you got to determine what your goal is. So is it wealth? Is it power? Is it prestige? Is it purity, divinity, enlightenment, or something else? And then what is it representing? Luxury, success, or some other type of achievement. So you get to determine what your goal is. It's totally up to you at this point. My pleasure. It's totally up to you for you to define what goal is for you. Next, you want to determine why you're in pursuit of that goal. And I say this all the time. We got why cards. I used to use them in Toastmasters, and it makes sense. So have a why card available. And so I have these big giant 4x6s now. Why? So gold and why. Gold and why. Because what happens is when shit hits the fan and it gets tough, you 3 months, you 11 years in, you got to remember your why. If you don't have it down while you all hyped and, yep, I'm about to do this. If that is not readily available to you, you will quit. Failure will become an option for you, and you will give up, and you will go back to the stuff and say, yeah, I was on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I was tripping out. I know something. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna worry about that no more. I'm just going ahead and be over here stuck with y'all. What y'all got going on? What's these bonbons? Okay, cool. Y'all watching TV. All right, bet. Y'all want to play some cards? Right. So if you don't have that why readily available to you, and when I was in Mary Kay, they told us put it on our mirrors and refrigerators, everywhere you go, have your vision, your why sitting there. So have it there. So determine what the goal is and determine why you're in pursuit of that goal. And it can't be because I'm going to show these motherfuckers. I used to say that I can show you better than I can tell you. That's not enough. When shit hits the fan, showing a motherfucker is not enough to keep you going. So it's going to have to be deep, deep, deep rooted inside of you. And then the next is, what will it take for you to acquire the gold? So now play that movie out. What is it going to take? When I said I'm going to become Dr. Donna, I wrote a list of 25 when I was in the Army, and get my doctorate was one of the things on the list. And what is it going to take? Well, first you got to pass the entrance exam to get to get in the program. And you, my friend, don't take standardized tests well. So study for the standardized test in order for you to be able to gain entrance. And now it's going to take 66 credit hours and a concept paper, proposal, and a dissertation plus the 66 credits, and to be able to defend it. That's how you're going to become Dr. Donna. So are you ready for all of that? What is it going to actually take? And then if you can have that, so what is it? What's my why? And what's it going to take? Now you develop a smart strategy. But if don't skip steps 1, 2, 3 and go straight to a dumbass plan, because then it's not going to work. You're stuck in your stance and going to say, we told you so. So you got to do that upfront work. That doggone prior planning and preparation prevents piss poor performance. So then you develop a smart strategy to acquire the gold. You set interim goals if it's a long-term goal. If it's a long-term goal, you set interim goals. And then when you acquire it, you celebrate your wins. We did that. That's from Frito-Lay. Celebrate your wins. Rah, rah, sis, boom, bah. You did that shit. Okay, great. Awesome job. And then you rinse and repeat. You do it again and again and again and again because you need to always be growing. You need to be challenging yourself and taking risk. That's why the goal changes. So I have my goal. My goal of I'm going to look like Mr. T. And now I'm all the way into enlightenment and planting trees for which shade I will never sit. That's what my goal is currently. Getting more and more and more and more adults globally to start holding themselves personally accountable through neuropability so we can actually change as a human society, human beings. So we can do that. So again, when you're going for the gold, you got to determine what the gold is, determine why you're in pursuit of the gold. Next, what will it take for you to acquire it? Develop a smart strategy to acquire it. Celebrate the wins once you get it, and rinse and repeat. What questions do you have about how you go for the gold?